Welcome back to Auto Salvage Outlaws. Hi. That don't belong to no Thunderbird. We are working on the 64 F100. Notice the fenders was done by the body shop that made a mess of this truck. So what we're having to do is go back and get all this back out of it, and then basically start all over on the fender. So stay around, hang around, and see if ASO can get this fender straightened out. It's not the best shape, especially on the corner here. It's been patched and whatever you want to call it. But let's see if we can get rid of this Bondo here and start all over on this fender. And we'll come in from behind with my little hammer and knock out the most big dents. Hang on. As you see, the reason why I decided to take it all the way back down to the metal was because the other guy didn't even fix none of this right here. And if I would have painted it, it would have, well, y'all know what it would look like. See, went back. I gotta build these holes in where he drilled, and what he should have done is like I did, roll it over on a flat surface and use a little dolly hammer to dolly it out. So he drilled a hole, so I got to fix that. This right here. So that's the reason why I went ahead and carried it all the way back to the metal. And that's why I used the grinder to grind that in. That's where the putty is gonna make a seal to the fender. You see the low spots. He didn't even fix the low spots in it. So you imagine what it would have looked like if the fender wouldn't. If it'd been worse shape than what it is, it probably would have got some aftermarket fenders. But figure I can fix this and then it'll still be a steel fender instead of an aftermarket fender. But that's where we're at right now. It's going to take a little time on it to get it right. It's like on the other fender. And we already done the doors. We basically just got to get them in primer and water sand them and get them ready for paint. And that's what we're doing with the fenders and fixing the bad spots that was done by a body shop that shouldn't have been done the way he done it. But there we go. Alright, we went ahead and put 2 layers. Sanded it, put the second layer. I got a corner here, that way you can see what I'm talking about. I got a high spot here I gotta fix. So I'll have to put a little bit more there. And I got a high spot here. So I got a little bit there. Other than that, it turned out real good. Considering what it was. This over here turned out real good. Got just a little bit right here. I'm talking about it's small, but I'll fill it in some more. And all this right here. I got the fan on, so I hope you can hear me. But yeah, it's coming along real good.
Maybe you can fix my truck, quit talking.
It's coming along real good. We decided to go ahead and fix these fenders instead of buying aftermarket fenders, because one thing with aftermarket fenders, they don't fit right. So instead of getting aftermarket fenders, we decided to take the extra couple of days on these fenders and do it this way, and that way it's they done right, and then plus the original fenders to the truck. And the factory gap will line back up instead of having to fight with a gap off the aftermarket fenders. So this is on one. This is all day that we spent just on this one fender to get it where it's at. If you go to the beginning of the video and seen where we first started and to where it is now, oh, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. I'm going to show you a guy that's retarded.
Don't believe it, we stole it. We stole it.
Alright, there we go. That's for today. I'll come back and I'll wet sand it with some 400, and then I'll come back and work it all the way up to about 3,000 grit, and then get some primer on it, and it'll be ready to paint. So there we are. That's on the driver's side fender on the 64 F100. Yeah, the 64 Chevrolet still here. We gonna be working on it for too much longer. Gonna finish up button up the engine to transmission, hook the linkage up, put the brakes on it, put the radiator in it, and hook it all up, and we'll be driving this one down the road. This one will be for sale as soon as we get done with it. I'll give y'all another look. We got parts in here, so there's y'all another look of it. And look at that, it's in the background. Uh-oh. But, yep, that's where we're at. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. And y'all come back now. You hear?